So this is a sponsored video, but I'm only getting paid to showcase the pedals. All opinions about them, they are mine entirely. You couldn't pay me enough to form my opinions. Okay, maybe around $50-60 million. And I would say pretty much anything, but that's not the budget for this video. So we are looking at 4 pedals from a company called Støy. We have 3 more conventional pedals. We have a fuzz, a chorus and a delay, and a more of a utility pedal that we will look at the end. I think they went for a very cool look design on these pedals. It sort of makes me feel that I went to Denmark Street in London in the 70s and I bought some pedals that they made in the back of the shop. They really have that vintage retro look. But of course we need to listen to them as well. That's the most important part. Let's start with the Fuzzmaster. That one is a hybrid Big Muff type of pedal, and you have the regular Big Muff controls, and you also have an expression feature where you can control the sustain, which is the gain. Let's listen to my clean tone, which is my Fender Pro Reverb. And this is the Fuzzmaster from Støy. Sounds fantastic. Let's try that with a Strat as well. And by the way, these are on, but they are going into that looper switcher thing, so they are not engaged at the moment. Okay, let's try the expression feature. Expression. seems like you're losing a tiny bit of gain when you're using the expression pedal, but that's a cool feature. I don't think I've seen that on a fuzz before. Okay, choir boy, analog chorus. This one sounds fantastic. By the way, I really like the Fuzzmaster as well. It kind of reminds me of my 90s Big Muff. Not sure if it's anywhere close when it comes to the circuit, but yeah, sounds very similar to that one. Okay, so choir boy, analog chorus. I have that one plugged into the first loop of this pedal. So when I press this one, I'm engaging this pedal. Great, of course. Depth. If you really want to get seasick, all the way up. And intensity is the level of the chorus effect. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it sounds fantastic, and it's really sort of that 80s chorus sound without being too cheesy. You can just play some simple chords. And that could be a great soundtrack to a movie. It's just very moody and sounds fantastic. Okay, let's do the again. And that one is here. So let's turn off the chorus. This is a lo-fi type of delay. It's not analog as far as I can see. I couldn't see anything in the manual or on the website about it being analog, but it sounds kind of analog. It's not very lo-fi in my opinion. It's just the right amount of fi, so you could say that it's maybe analog voiced. You have level, repeat, and time, and you have this switch right here if you want to shorten the delay time. And you also have a oscillator knob right here, which is basically the same as turning up the repeat knob. Which is really neat. So you can hear the repeats. They are still quite clear, not super lo-fi, but I really like them. Really awesome for that slapback thing. And you also have an expression feature on this pedal, and that controls the time. Okay, let's combine the chorus and the delay. Okay, so the loop switcher, it says here in the manual, Støy collector is a handmade dual loop true bypass box, which is used for switching an effect or a set of effects at the same time, eliminating them from the signal path when they should not be engaged. You have a buffer here on the side that you can turn on and off. You have a volume out, a tuner out, and two outputs you can run into two different amps. You can switch between those two amps, or you can turn both on at the same time, which is really handy. Have two loops, so if you want a separate loop for 15 pedals, you would need a bigger switcher than this. But what I want to use this for is I have some pedals. This one, for example, my 90s Big Muff, is a real tone sucker. So if I were to use that Big Muff live, I would just plug it into one of these loops. It's only in the loop and it's only engaged when I'm turning on that loop. I have a couple of those pedals, especially older pedals can be tricky. So this is a very good thing for that. Of course, you can have all your pedals in one loop, and you also get the dual output thing. You get the buffer, which is really handy, even though I know a lot of you prefer to have true bypass stuff. If you're running a lot of long cables, you will lose some signal, then a buffer can be great. You also have a switch right here, so you can turn off and on two loops at the same time. So I can go from a complete clean sound to, for example, using both the chorus and the delay. Okay, so there you have it. Fantastic stuff from Støy. There will be links down below if you want to check them out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.